Hey everybody, how's it going? Sue here. Welcome back to Play It Again. I'm so glad that you popped in today. And if it's your first time here, then hello. I hope you're going to enjoy what I'm doing on the channel. And I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic day today. Today we're going to get to an artist that we haven't done her on her own before, but we have done her on the channel. We're going to do ALISON MOYET. We're going to go back to 1984 off her Elf album, and we're going to do Invisible. Now, of course, we have done her on the channel in Yaz or Yazoo, depending on where you live. So it should be very cool to just do her today. I always liked this song. I remember when this album came out back in the day, I was very excited about it. I was very upset when I heard that Yaz had actually broken up. So it was kind of a nice sort of little treat to get an album by ALISON MOYET, because she was the voice, of course, behind the fantastic group that Yaz or Yazoo was. And if you guys are enjoying what I'm doing on the channel, if you could all like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so, because it really does help me a ton, and it gets my videos out to other people and helps the channel to grow. And only you guys can help me with the growth of the channel. Okay, here we go. From 1984, ALISON MOYET and Invisible, and this is, I think this is going to be the official music video for this song. Although I heard there were two different videos, so I'm not too sure which one this is, and actually I'm not sure if I've actually seen both of them. So if anybody wants to weigh in on the other video other than this one, I would love to know any details of how they are differing between the two. Here we go.
You've got me so confused, and there's words I could use, but I'm afraid to say them. I feel I've been had, and I'm boiling mad. Still I can't live without you. You don't have the time, and you won't spend a dime, not even to call me. You don't know I exist, and I wouldn't be missed if I had the nerve to quit you. Invisible, I feel like I'm invisible. You treat me like I'm not really there, and you don't really care. I know this romance, it ain't going nowhere. Invisible, just like love. You treat me like I'm invisible. When you get the need to flirt, you do the work, you just don't care how much it hurts. I can never reach you on the phone. It rings and rings when I know you're home. It may be naive, but I just wanna believe I'm the only one. I tell myself lies and give you advice, knowing your promises you'll never keep. Like the merry-go-round, I'm going up, going down. I'm on a dead-end street.
Absolutely love this song, and you know, it still holds up today. I could actually hear this on the radio today, and I mean, we're talking over 40 years old now for this song, but it's her voice that just makes this song so perfect. She's got that, I would definitely classify this as that blue-eyed soul. She has so much soul and so much depth in her voice. It's absolutely gorgeous. She has a really strong voice, and it's got that gritty nature that just makes it so soulful and so passionate, and I absolutely love it. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about kind of a little fun fact near the end of the video about who actually wrote this song, and you'll probably not be surprised perhaps about the styling of this particular song based on the writer. But anyway, I want to tell you a little bit more about this song in terms of how it charted. So apparently it did well in top 20 for most places in the world, although it did the best in Paraguay. Came in at number 2. I don't often talk about Paraguay when I talk about charting information, so I thought that was actually kind of cool. But it did well in New Zealand as well, coming in at number 4, and Ireland at number 6. And it did hit the adult contemporary charts in Canada here at number 5. I remember this song was quite popular here in Canada. We heard it a lot, and like I said, I was a big fan of this album. So if you guys like Alison and you'd like me to do more of her stuff, just put it down in the comments because I'd be more than happy to do it. She has an absolutely stunning voice. There's something about the music in this too. The drums are very prevalent and really do add to the song. There's kind of that chiming sort of, I don't know if it's a keyboard or what it is, but it goes through the whole song. It's kind of cool. Now the video itself is quite simple. I mean, she's just kind of walking through a party scene, and then she's either in another room or out on a balcony singing on her own. It really does sort of capture that whole notion of feeling invisible though, doesn't it? Because she's literally walking through this party scene and she just seems to be like a ghost, like nobody's seeing her. So she really is conveying that feeling of isolation or feeling invisible. And I think at times we've all felt like that, and it's just an absolute crappy way to feel. So really do feel for her in this song, and I think it's something that everybody can kind of identify with a little bit. All right, let's rewind this a wee bit. You know, the saddest part of that song to me isn't the feeling of invisible. Like, it's actually the part where she said in the bridge section, where she's talking about she knows it's not a lot, but she doesn't want to lose what little they got. So even though she knows that the romance is going nowhere, the part that really gets me in the heart is that she doesn't really want to break it up because she's just settling and she doesn't really feel like she can do any better. And that to me is the worst part of the song. So, oh, I hate that feeling, and I hope nobody ever has to feel that feeling because it's just such a terrible thing. Anyway, absolutely great song. I love the piano in that song too. I mean, it's a little bit understated, but it's just so powerful. It does add so much to the song, but it's her magnificent voice that really carries that song. Like I said, if you want to hear more of Alison, I'd be more than happy to do it. And if you'd like to hear some other songs that I've done in the past, look up here at the end of this video, and a couple will show up there. Who knows, maybe it'll be the other Yaz song that has Alison featured in it. Otherwise, it could be something else maybe from the 1980s that you might be interested in. I'd be happy if you could check those out. So I told you that this was written by a very famous person. Well, it was. So it was written by Lamont Dozier. Now, Dozier, it was like Holland, Dozier, Holland. I'm sure that everybody has actually heard of these three gentlemen. They are probably one of the biggest writing trios in all of pop history, very well connected to the whole Motown scene back in the 1960s, are responsible for so many great songs like How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by Marvin Gaye. They wrote for the Four Tops, Reach Out, I'll Be There. And the Supremes, I think we could have a really serious argument as to whether the Supremes owe their entire sort of success to Dozier Holland, because they wrote so many songs for them, including Baby Love and Stop in the Name of Love. The list goes on. I think they wrote like maybe about 12 different songs for the Supremes, and all of them did very well. Anyway, absolutely fantastic. So you can really hear that soulful kind of feeling that Lamont actually had put into this song based on all of his experience that he had written with two of those other fellas, making them one of the biggest trios of all time. Now, on his own, Lamont Dozier actually wrote for Phil Collins, Peabo Bryson, and Joss Stone. So he's done some amazing things just on his own as well. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everyone have a joyful one, and I will see you all again next time. Thank you so very much for coming by today. Bye-bye.